As a lawyer and human being, you carry a set of deeply held beliefs and values that guide your choices, actions, and sense of purpose, even when you're not consciously aware of them. The greater the congruence between your values and your decisions and actions, the lower your stress levels will be. When your personal values and the demands of the profession is aligned, you will also experience a greater sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. However, when there's a conflict or misalignment between your legal profession or the organization that you work with, the client you work with, it can become a source of stress. For example, if you value justice and you need to represent a client whose actions you find morally questionable, this can lead to a feeling of cognitive dissonance and moral distress, which can increase your stress levels. On the other hand, if you value environmental protection, you will find satisfaction in representing clients who are working towards sustainable practices. Think of your values as your roadmap in life. The better the map, the smaller the chance that you may take a wrong turn. To manage stress related to values, it's important to identify your core values and assess how well they align with your current work situation, clients, and cases. Where you notice a misalignment, you can seek out opportunities to incorporate or align your values to the work that you do. Again, awareness is power. On the worksheet provided, I want you to pause the video and list 8 things that you value in life. These can include physical things or concepts. For example, it could be health, your family, your dog or cat, love, happiness, success, financial well-being, respect, money, personal development, etc. So once you have completed your values list, I want you to rank them from the most important to the least, numbering them from 1 to 8. Complete the activity before continuing with the rest of this video. So pause the video now and complete this step. Great, let's continue to the next step. On the second page of your worksheet, you will find 13 questions. It is very important that you have to complete 3 answers for each question. This step is very important. Pause the video here and answer the questions open and honestly before we continue. Great. The next step is to categorize your answers. As I'm illustrating, you will start with your first answer of the first question and think of what category this answer will fit into. For example, my first answer was reading a book. Now this can be different for different people. For some people, reading is for relaxation. For others, it's to gain more knowledge. And for some, it's for self-development purposes. In my case, it will relate to self-development. I will then go through all my answers, and every time an answer relates to personal development, I will cross it out and count it as an additional personal development item. And so you will move through your list. You will see, for example, that my second answer relates to kids. So every time I mention anything relating to my children, I will slot this under that category. It is important that you cross out the answer on the worksheet every time that you counted it under a category, to prevent you from counting that item twice. Do this now until you have crossed out all your answers. And you should have at least 6 to 8 categories under which you counted your answers. So pause the video now and make sure that you categorize all your answers. Now let's look at the final step. Now I want you to count how many answers that you've allocated to every category. Once you have your answers, I want you to rank them, starting from the category in which you had the most answers, ending with the least. However, you might find that you have a dilemma. Some categories have exactly the same amount. Then you need to rank them according to the following question. How much time, energy, and effort do I spend on each of them? The one that you focus more of your time and energy on will be ranked first. Continue this process until you've ranked all your categories from most to least. Now, what does this relate to? This list refers to your subconscious values. If you compare this list with your initial list of 8 values, are they aligned or are they completely opposite? Perhaps there are a few of your original values that's not even on your second list. This is a clear indication that your actions, choices, and lifestyle are not aligned with what is truly important to you. Now that you have a deep realization, are you ready to do what it takes to bring more meaningful experiences in your life? My suggestion is, now that you realize where there's some misalignments in terms of your actions, what you think about, what you do on a daily basis, now you know where you should focus to bring more balance and also your values in your personal life. I would suggest looking at the items that is truly important to you, but it doesn't feature in your life, to set specific goals on those items, on those categories. Having goals is very important. It gives you a clear direction where you are heading. So then take this exercise and use this to be your guidance in terms of what you choose to change in your life from this moment.